Hey guys! Today we'll be covering a 2019 rom-com film called The Wedding Year. The movie revolves around a commitment-phobic 27-year-old woman named Mara Baylor from Southern California. She has a keen interest in photography, but works at a fashion boutique as a salesgirl for a living. The boutique is owned by her friend Ellie. Ellie knows that Mara hates anything to do with weddings, but the former always forces Mara to attend to her bride-to-be customers. Mara feels its torture, and it sucks her soul out. Nevertheless, Mara is good at her job and always seals the deal. After spending all day selling gowns to her snooty customers, Mara goes out to a bar for drinks. There, she is joined by her best friend, Alex Feinberg. Mara notices that he is in a really bad mood, and upon inquiring, Alex reveals that a cute guy just blew him off. Alex feels that the way he keeps getting turned down, he's going to die alone. Mara cheers up her friend and tells him that he needs to change his style. She feels he is never going to meet anyone wearing cargo pants. Alex defends his fashion sense, saying it's functional, but she quickly retorts that he looks like a carpenter. Mara then tells him about a vintage wedding gown she sold to a customer who's getting married in a barn. Alex rolls his eyes and brings up the time when she compared his brother's wedding to a genocide. Mara clarifies herself, saying that if words can kill, then vows can massacre. This reminds Mara about her non-existent dating life, and Alex offers to help her in finding a mate on a dating app. Mara tells him that she is just looking to use her date for free dinner. After going through a number of prospective dates, the two settle on an average-looking guy who they think will be dumb enough to take her to an expensive dinner on a first date. The guy is Jake, a professional chef. Fast forward to the dinner date. Mara orders the most expensive item on the menu. Jake initially tries to play it cool, but he soon admits that he's not a rich celebrity chef, and he actually makes minimum wage at a diner down the street. Mara appreciates his honesty and confesses that she too makes minimum wage. The two then decide to ditch the high-end restaurant and go to Jake's diner for their first date. Jake makes scrumptious pancakes for her, and he reveals that he's been making them since he was 6. It's also revealed that he had graduated from a culinary school. He's originally from Virginia, and he moved to California for a girl who broke up with him soon afterwards. Jake says that he decided to stay in California because he wants to open a restaurant and bring the flavor of the South to California. After devouring the pancakes, Mara goes back to Jake's apartment and sleeps with him. The next day, Mara goes to meet Alex at his work and tells him about her date. Alex notes that Mara looks unusually cheerful and wonders what flaw she managed to pinpoint on Jake, like she always does with all her dates. However, Mara reveals that she hasn't found any flaw in Jake yet, and she's planning to continue to see him. Several days pass, and Jake and Mara become really close. Mara eventually introduces Jake to Alex, and Jake wins her friend's approval. Mara now feels comfortable enough to call Jake her boyfriend. One day, Mara gets a call from her elder sister, Jessica. Jessica reveals that she's getting married to her boyfriend, Brian, much to Mara's disgust. Mara hasn't liked Brian ever since he took a fat dump in her mother's toilet and clogged it for several days. Mara asks Jessica why she's even considering getting married after witnessing their parents' train wreck of a marriage. However, Jessica cuts her short and orders her to show up at the wedding. Jake also gets a call from his elder brother, Robbie, who also reveals that he's getting married to his girlfriend, Violet, soon. In this way, wedding invitations continue to roll in for both Jake and Mara. Mara's friend Ellie also gets proposed to by her boyfriend. Jake couldn't be happier for his loved ones, while Mara is repulsed by the thought of marriage. Mara also begins to panic at the fact that she would have to take Jake to the weddings and introduce him to everyone. This means she would have to commit to being his girlfriend for over a year. After a lot of deliberation, she decides to break up with him. However, she ends up having intercourse with him, deciding to postpone the breakup. Left with no choice, Mara then goes through each wedding invitation with Jake and narrows them down to 7. These are the weddings they'd actually attend. They first go to Claudia and Jonathan's wedding rehearsal in Chicago. There, Mara meets Nicole, the girl Jake moved to LA for. Mara gets jealous of Nicole's looks and perfect body. She tries to avoid her, but Nicole walks up to her, and the two ladies take digs at each other. To get through the night, Mara gets drunk and ends up challenging Nicole to a dance-off. However, she ends up making a fool out of herself. Jake and Mara then go to Becca and David's wedding in California, where they are joined by Alex. The couple notice Alex crushing hard on a guy named Zach. When Alex refuses to make the first move, Jake helps him and introduces him to Zach. At Ellie's wedding, all the bridesmaids have food poisoning after eating baby eels at the rehearsal dinner. Ellie's groom Marcus offers to cancel the reception, but she refuses to ruin her wedding and asks Mara to be her new maid of honor. Mara reluctantly agrees and delivers a very awkward and painful speech, taking Ellie's ex's name instead of Marcus's. Jake guides her through it, and Mara notes that they bring out the best in each other. During the couple's dance, Jake suggests moving in together, and surprisingly, Mara agrees. Mara captures their beautiful moments together on her camera. However, she never allows anyone to see her work. Moreover, although the thought of commitment frightens Mara, she confesses to Jake her love for him, and Jake asks her to marry him. Jake eventually meets Mara's parents, Michael and Barbara, who get into it in front of him. After meeting her parents and seeing their hate for each other, Mara again starts having second thoughts about a relationship with Jake. However, Alex and her sister Jessica counsel her and tell her that the only thing that matters is that she loves Jake. Soon, Mara also gets to meet Jake's parents and brother Robbie. Jake's parents stress Mara out after they keep talking about Nicole and their future grandchildren. While taking a vaping break, Mara notices Robbie's wife Violet taking off from the hotel secretly in her wedding dress. She quickly informs Robbie and Jake, and they follow her to a restaurant. Robbie reveals that Violet is under a strict diet because of the wedding, and she may have given in to her urge to break the diet. Mara goes into the restaurant to talk to her, and Violet reveals that she loves Robbie, but his family is driving her crazy, especially their obsession with having grandchildren. Violet also advises Mara to run away from this crazy family. Mara herself considers it for a moment before snapping out of it. She then advises Violet to talk to Robbie about her concerns instead of running away. Violet takes her advice, and she makes up with Robbie. After saving their marriage, Jake and Mara fly back home. At the airport parking lot, Mara realizes that her car's battery is dead. As they await the tow truck, Mara asks Jake how he pictures life after they get married. Jake replies that he sees a house, a dog in the yard. Inside, he sees a fancy dinner. He's grilling a ribeye, and he's making a salad. There's a big bathroom, an office, and a guest bedroom. Jake hopes that one day, maybe the latter, would turn into a kid's room. This freaks Mara out, and she scoffs at Jake's vision. Upset, Jake calls her out for acting strange. Mara tells him that she can't do weddings and babies because they're all distractions from her photography career. Jake retorts that she can't call photography a job because she never lets anyone see her work. This upsets Mara, and the two get into a shouting match. Mara tells him that she has tried to make it work for his family and his dreams, but she hates it. This upsets Jake, and he calls her selfish. Mara breaks into tears and returns the ring Jake gave to her. She tells him that she is not the marrying type. After returning home, Mara tells Alex about the breakup. She tells him that she really tried to make it work with Jake, but he only talked about his future when she asked him about theirs. One day, Jake mails the ring back to Mara and tells her to keep it. Meanwhile, Mara tries to forget Jake and proceeds to delete his pictures, but she can't bring herself to go through with it. Eventually, Jake gets a job as a chef at a high-end restaurant, and Nicole returns to his life. Meanwhile, Mara displays the pictures she took during the weddings on her website. This helps her land a job at a magazine company. However, Mara turns down the job offer when they encourage her to continue taking photos at weddings. Soon, Mara finds out about Nicole and Jake. To get him back, a jealous Mara goes on a date with a random guy from a dating app. She ends up having intercourse with him, but regrets it the next morning. In a taxi back home, she proceeds to text Jake when he gets a call from Alex, who reveals that he's getting married to his boyfriend Zach. Alex also reveals that they are getting married next month and they want to invite Jake because he introduced them to each other. Holding back her tears, Mara congratulates them on their wedding and gives them permission to invite Jake. Mara also takes pictures for Zach and Alex and puts them up for sale. One day, a tearful Jessica shows up at Mara's place and informs her that she left Brian. She reveals that after getting married to Brian, she realized that she is not in love with him and she can't make it work without it. Soon, Zach and Alex's wedding arrives and Mara delivers a beautiful speech at the reception. There, she meets Jake and learns that he's actually not dating Nicole. They congratulate each other on their career, and Mara thanks him because he pushed her to go to the weddings. Mara also reveals that she learned a lot during those weddings, noting that all 7 couples had one thing that she didn't: the will to try. Jake also confesses that he is still in love with her, exactly how she is, for who she is. Mara tears up and confesses her own feelings for him. The movie ends as the two make out and reconcile.